Tonight on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel, we see the only non-Cache Valley team in Region 11, the Bear River Bears, visit Hyrum and the Mountain Crest Mustangs tonight for a region tilt. Bear River finished second in the region last year. They finished second in 4A last year, losing to Skyview in the championship game. In fact, only two teams beat Bear River last year in region. Skyview beat them twice. Mountain Crest beat them once right here on this floor, 77-75 in a barn burner of a game. Mark Huber is the man for Bear River, averaging 23 points per game, number 8 scorer in the entire state, number 1 in 4A. The Mustangs are struggling. They're going to try to get some guys to help out Marshall Nethercott, who averages about 15 points per game. If they can put together a team effort, maybe they can pull off an upset just like they did last year. You'll see next on the Game of the Week.
I have an awesome workout for you here in Thailand. Let's get started. Are you ready for a challenge? I'm bringing your incline up. Let's go. We're not just working those legs, we're working the core too. So stay with it. Let's get going. We got 30 seconds. Let's push it out. That's it. Stay with me. Really lengthen that stride. You've got 3 intervals left. Stay strong. We only have a few more. You gotta stay with it. I know it's not easy, but you're almost there. Let's go. Last 3, 2, 1. Yes. Nice work. You crushed it.
Coach, you come into tonight, it's been kind of a rough season so far. You're trying to put something together, but you know, last year 2 teams beat Bear River in region, and you were one of them. It was a barn burner in this game right here. So, you know, teams can put it together. What does your team have to do to really put it together and improve?
Well, you're right, and that we've had a little rough of a time this year, but the thing is, we have moments when we do some okay things. But the problem is, we have the moments when one thing that's killing us is turnovers. You know, we have to take care of the ball. We're just giving the opponents way too many opportunities for them to go down to score. We don't get a chance to score. They go down and score, and so we've got to limit our turnovers for us to have a chance tonight.
Marshall Nethercott is one of the top scorers in the state for you guys. He gets his looks, and you know, last time we saw you against Logan, he was kind of had a quiet first half, and then he ends up, you know, just getting close to his average. He kind of finds his points. I mean, what is it that he does that he's able to score it?
You know, Marshall's been, you're right, he's been playing well for us. He can shoot it well. He's got a good mid-range game. He handles the ball quite a bit for us. A lot of the offense does go through him. So we need him to make the, you know, correct basketball plays when he's open. We need him to knock down shots, and you know, he's athletic enough. He can do those things. We got to get someone to step up and help him a little bit.
Mark Huber for Bear River's the top scorer in 4A. What kind of things do you throw at him to try to slow him down a little bit?
You just hope that he's off. He's a great player. You watch him. You know, we played him last year. You watch him on film this year. He's able to do a lot of good things, and I'm not sure you're not going to stop him. You hope he's off a little bit. Then you try to throw maybe a couple different wrinkles at him, but he's a tough one. He's a tough to defend, and then you got a couple other guys to go with him, and so that makes it hard for us to defend Bear River.
It's a tough region all the way around, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they have. You know, there's some great teams right now in Region 11, and it makes for some exciting basketball, but it makes people like me lose my hair.
Well, good luck tonight. Maybe you can pull off what you did last year. That'd be awesome. Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
At Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, we believe in a very thorough hearing test. Do you hear ringing noises? Does any member of your family have hearing loss? Do you have frequent or severe headaches? Any numbness in your face or fingertips? Do loud sounds hurt your ears? Were you in the military? Have you ever had your hearing tested before?
No, I have not.
Say the word mousetrap. Say the word baseball. Say the word airplane. Say the word cowboy. It also told us if you had a thought, I was able to make the words and you were still able to do it.
What are all the rest of the...
Okay.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital, together we're greater. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years. Hello and welcome to Mountain Crest High School in Hyrum, where tonight the Bear River Bears visit the Mountain Crest Mustangs in a Region 11 matchup. Bear River comes in at 9-5, but 0-2 in region play with losses to Skyview last Friday and Wednesday to Ridgeline. Mountain Crest is 1-11, 0-2 in region with losses to Logan, which we did last week, and Green Canyon. Mountain Crest struggling at 1-11, scoring 42.5 points per game. 58 points they're giving up per game. On the other side, Bear River at 9-5 has really started the season really well. And they are paced by Mark Huber, the 6'1 senior, averaging 23 points per game. He's the 8th leading scorer in the state, #1 in 4A. Mason Falslev out of Skyview is the #2 leading scorer in the state. Huber is also 5th in 4A in three-pointers made per game and 5th in assists. He's tied with his teammate, Ren Fonsbeck, for that honor right there. But Bear River is the highest scoring team in Region 11, averaging almost 67 points per game, but they give up 64 points per game. They play with pace. They get up and down the floor. When they're trying to outscore you rather than shut you down. So Mountain Crest, who's struggled to score, it'll be interesting tonight to see what they can do against a defense that hasn't been all that good. Mountain Crest with that 77-75 win last year, and they're hoping that maybe Lightning can strike twice and they can get another win here. They've really struggled to get things going. I talked with Coach Kevin Anderson, and he told me off camera what a hard-working group of kids this is, and he just said, they're great kids. They're great kids. I hope it can all get clicking in because they work hard and they deserve to see some success. So he had a lot of good things to say about this team and about coaching these kids. So he'd like to see some of that translate out onto the floor and get some validation for all the work they're putting in. But it hasn't thus far, and they've had stretches in games where they've just thrown the ball all over the place, turned it over too much, and then that's doomed them for the rest of the game. He said, we've gone back and watched film, and we'll have this this just spot where we just kind of, I don't know what we're doing, and we get down, and then the rest of the game we play pretty even. And so they're trying to figure that out and to see if they can get that clicking against a Bear River team, though, that's very, very good. Finished second in 4A last year, lost to Skyview in the title game. They're getting ready here for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside. We're at Mountain Crest. It's the Bears and the Mustangs on the Valley Channel coming up next.
They would tell me something and I'd say, huh? And then they'd tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
My grandpa went to the Star Hospital to get his back fixed. The doctor used a robot to make a mini invasion. That's pretty cool. When Grandpa had his old back, he just laid on the couch and watched the news. But now we do cool stuff like fishing and hiking.
We provide comprehensive spine care and minimally invasive orthopedic procedures at 8 Star hospitals all along the Wasatch Front. Look for the Star.
Wonder where we keep all the robots.
Hi Cache Valley, this is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving a free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the GS in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
That's the choir teacher here at Mountain Crest, Danielle Lamb, I believe they said her name was, with a nice rendition of the national anthem. As we get ready to get started here in this Region 11 matchup between Mountain Crest and Bear River. Bear River in their last game out, they only used 6 players in that game. Jared Giles, a 5'8" junior, gets the start, along with junior Josh Payne at 6'1". Ren Fonsbeck, 6'1" senior, averaging 15 points per game, 2.5 rebounds and 3 assists. For number 4, number 12 is Mark Huber. He keeps these guys going, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal per game. And Logan Litchford, the big man at 6'3", the senior, averages 12, 6, and 3, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Litchford 7th in 4A in rebounding, and they turn out the lights for the Mustangs.
Junior, number 0, Nicholas Lefevre.
Nick Lefevre, the junior, gets the start. 6 feet tall, averaging 3 points per game.
A senior, number 5,
Caleb Archibald, number 5. Also a senior. Tanner Bone. We're number 13. He's a junior, 5 points per ball game. Miles Andrus is 5'9". He's a senior, 4 points per game. And Marshall Nethercott, 14 points per game, a 6'4" senior. Number 40 can score the basketball. Archibald wasn't available for Mountain Crest against Logan when we saw him last week. We'll be happy to have him in the lineup. They get their last minute instructions. Reggie Shaw's in his first year here at Bear River. Kevin Anderson been the head man for a couple of years here at his alma mater, Mountain Crest High School. Nethercott and Litchford set to tip it off. Nethercott wins the tap. Andrews comes up with it, and the Mustangs with the first possession. Andrews picked up by Giles. Lefevre goes straight away to Nethercott as he hands it off to Archibald. Archibald backs out, looking for a lane. It goes in the corner to Bone. Bone drive. Short corner jumper won't go, and it's rebounded out of there by Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck quickly the other way. Huber to the rim, fouled on his way there. He passed it off. His older brother played at Utah State and was a heck of a ball player for Bear River back in the day. It was Chris, I believe was his name. Huber. Inside, Huber. Can't get it to go. Tries to keep it alive. He does, and then it's knocked out of bounds. Litchfield and Nethercott, and it goes off Nethercott, and the Bears will get another chance at it. You see Huber's game right there. He will slash. He will pull up for three, and then he can get back up off the floor in a hurry. Chasing a miss. Fonsbeck, shot good. Well guarded there by the Mustangs. But Fonsbeck gets it to go, and it's 2-0, and we've played 1 minute here in Hyrum. And there's a reach in by Fonsbeck. Bear River wants to play fast, and they want to put pressure on the Mustangs. And that's big because Mountain Crest has struggled with turnovers this year. Andrus, the corner. Bone firing up a three. Rims around, got it. That one couldn't decide whether it wanted to go in or not, and finally, okay. Mountain Crest with the early lead at 3-2. Fonsbeck turns the corner, kicks it back out. Three on the way is too hard, and it's rebounded by Bone. Giles was a little long with it, and Bone brings it across the timeline. Lefevre in the lane, all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. (5-2) Mountain Crest. Fonsbeck working on Archibald. Now leaves it down for Litchford. Got it. Nice little jump hook for Litchford. 5-4 Mustangs as Andrus brings it across. Nethercott in the corners, bumped as he drives, and Litchford picks up the foul. Second team foul on Bear River. The Bears won their first 6 games, but they've lost 5 of their last 8, including their first 2 games in region play. Bone, turn around, miss it, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out front to the front row. A little kid out there wearing a Mustang jersey. He's a little young. Bear River lost by 34 to Skyview last Friday night, and then lost a close one to Ridgeline, 61-59 on Wednesday. Ridgeline's that sleeper team in the region. I think everybody better keep an eye on him. Huber dials up a three. Wrong number. Here comes Andrus now. Mountain Crest hanging on to that 1-point lead at 5-4. As we count it down toward the 5-minute mark of this first period. Archibald wraparound pass to Nethercott. Goes up in traffic and finishes. Giles finds Fonsbeck to the rim. Scoop shot. How'd he get that one to go? Now the pressure from the Bears. take away, lay it up and in as Josh Payne came along and stole the ball. Andrus in the corner, loses it, saves it inbounds, but it's scooped forward to Huber. Huber can't get it. Looking for a rebound, but it's Lefevre that comes out with it, and a reach and a grab. And there's one of those little segments of the game that we were talking about where Mountain Crest gave it away twice in a row. After playing so well for most of the quarter, they just had about a minute there where they gave it away twice in a row, and now it's an 8-7 lead. As the three on the way by Bone, and he's got it. Tanner Bone feeling it. 6 points on 2 3-pointers, and the Mustangs back out front, 10-8. Litchford, double team. Now Fonsbeck. Archibald reached his hand in there, just about came away with it. And on the pass, he knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay here. Easton Lish into the ball game, and Payne will sit. If you followed Bear River Sports at all, you'll know Payne is a name that you see a lot over there in Garland and Tremont, and a lot of good athletes come through there with that surname. 3 on the way by Lish. It's short, rebounded by Nethercott. Nethercott brings it himself, works on Litchford, kicks it out. Bone 3, heat check, and it cools him off a little bit, but Archibald comes up with the rebound. Bone gets inside the arc and hits the jumper. 12-8. Mountain Crest quickly the other way. Huber rims out of there, and Bone with the rebound, hands to Andrus. And with 3.5 to play in the first quarter, the Mustangs lead by 4, and they have the ball. Andrus kicks out to Lefevre. Passes up the 3, gets inside, bump, no foul, ball on the floor because Nethercott knocked Huber down. Second team foul on the Mustangs.
14, Connor Willie checking in for the Mustangs.
Lefevre takes a seat and Willie replaces him. Connor Willie, the 6-foot senior, averaging 3 points per game. Giles looks back to Lish. Lish has it blocked away by Nethercott, but a foul. Nethercott just picked up his second. That's a big one. With 3:09 to play in the first quarter, Marshall Nethercott, the leading scorer for the Mustangs, just picks up foul number 2. That sends Lish to the line, and Easton Lish misses his first one. He's a 6'2 junior. And Nethercott has to sit. Braden Burnside comes in. Lish misses them both. Ball is free. Bear River finally comes up with it. Fake the 3 and drive, handoff to Litchford. Litchford in trouble inside, and the little jump hook finds the bottom of the net. And they're pressing off a make. 12-10 Mountain Crest. Burnside gives it off to Archibald. Archibald spins in, left hand layup, right hand layup is good. The Mustangs offensively looking good here in the first. Litchford misses, wanted a foul, no call coming. 2:20 to play in the first quarter. Mustangs by 4, looking for more. Here's a 3 on the way and too hard, rebounded by Burnside. He's looking for some help, and he finally finds some, and Archibald is going to reset. Willie looks for Archibald, cutting through. Good defense by Fonsbeck. Burnside fakes the 3. Bone backing it out. 1:45 to play in the first. 14-10 Mountain Crest here in Hyrum. Down low. Bone tries to fire it into Archibald, and he's wide of him and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Mustangs, their third. Mason Baldwin comes into the ball game for Mountain Crest. Trevin Toon, the 6'3" junior, in for Bear River. They go to Toon, down low, triple team and a foul. Burnside, the senior, will pick it up. That's the fourth team foul, and it's another shooting foul. Toon makes the first. Toon sinks them both, brings the Bears to within a bucket. 14-12 with 1:20 to play in the first quarter. Mountain Crest has led most of this quarter. They fell behind 8-7, and since then they took the lead and haven't given it up. Lefevre looked good, but it was too long. Rebound out of there by Payne. We're coming the other way. Payne looks into Toon, can't find him. Payne with the fake, drives, baseline, another foul. Boy, Burnside's got his hands straight up. Payne drove into him, jumped into his chest, and drew the contact and the foul. Burnside with his second. That's 5 team fouls now on Mountain Crest. Nethercott's already on the bench with 2. Burnside's got 2. And free throws to tie it up now here for Bear River. 51.6 seconds to play in this first quarter. And Bone will come in and Burnside will sit down. Payne with 3 points, looking for point number 4. Too hard, rims off, rebounded by Archibald. Baldwin in the corner to Willie, 3 ball, too hard, rebounded by Lefevre as he came flying in there. Goes up, puts it off the glass and in. Lefevre with 4, 30 seconds to play in this first quarter. 16-13 Mountain Crest. Huber hands it off to Fonsbeck. Huber uses 2 screens to try to get free. Now he's got the ball working on Baldwin. Just about throws it away, but Fonsbeck climbs the ladder to get to it, and a foul out front. They're calling it tight here in Hyrum. Connor Willie picks up the foul. That's the 6th team foul. That means free throws the rest of the way for Bear River. And we've got 14 seconds left in this quarter and the entire second quarter to play. Huber, stop, pop, rims out on him. Rebounded by Lefevre. Plenty of time, 5 seconds as he brings it across. Lefevre kicks it back to Archibald, steps in, misses. Just about got the buzzer beater 3, but the Mustangs take the lead into the second quarter, 16-13. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
So, you bought your computer from one of those big box stores, or online, and now it's really slow, or just not working right.
Target acquired.
PCs Unlimited can fix it. Fixing computers is what we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. Service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all your computer needs. Our prices are low and our customer service is the best. You won't get help from the big box or online. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited.
Hey guys, have you been thinking about a guitar or any other instrument in mind for you or somebody else? We have some great financing options from 6 to 12 months. Yamaha's doing a 12-month plan right now. Come in, get some time to pay it off, and have no interest for up to a year.
Back at Mountain Crest, the Mustangs with the early lead, 16-13 as we head to the second quarter. Eric Olson along with you tonight on the Game of the Week of the Valley Channel, as I am every Friday night. One Wednesday game on our docket, and I believe it's the very last regular season game, Skyview and Green Canyon, which could be for the region title. With the new RPI system, everybody that's playing gets into the playoffs. We'll talk about that a little bit later as Fonsbeck traveled. No, an offensive foul on Toon. They set the hard screen that knocked one of the Mustangs to the floor. Trevin Toon picks up the 4th team foul for Bear River. And it's a turnover, and we're heading the other way. First turnover for the Bears. Baldwin, 3, got it! The Mustangs playing loose. Another whistle and another turnover. I think it's the same call. Toon just picked up 2. But Trevin Toon has to go to the bench. He scored 2 points there in that first quarter from the free throw line. And the Mustangs lead by 6. And they've got the ball. Back-to-back turnovers for the Bears to start this second quarter. Lefevre into Archibald. Archibald up and in.
Archibald with the basket.
Archibald with 4. 21-13 Mountain Crest. 8-point advantage for the Mustangs. They go inside to Huber. Huber, a lot of contact. I mentioned he's the younger brother of Huber that played for Mountain Crest, and he looked just like older brother there. Aggressive. Really making things happen. He hasn't been able to get going from the field, though, tonight, speaking of Huber. That's his first point of the game. He averages 23 a game. It comes on a free throw. The Mustangs hoping that this doesn't get him going. So Huber with his first 2 points. His brother Chris that played at Utah State. I remember I called some games when he was playing in high school. He was a heck of a ball player. Bone fires the 3. Won't go. Rebound by Lefevre. Lefevre with the fake. Put it up and in. Lefevre with the putback, and the Mustangs back up by 8. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. 3 on the way. Rims around and in. By Marcus Callister. Callister went for the steal, didn't come up with it. The Mustangs will reset. In the corner, Lefevre to Willie. They look low to Archibald, and he turns it over. They took it right away from him. Andrus. Callister winds up for another. Callister with back-to-back 3s off the bench, and he's doing a little strutting after the second one. And it's a 23-21 ball game. Mountain Crest still leading. Archibald in the corner. Baldwin open 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Fonsbeck. Quickly to Giles. Giles. Callister thought about it for a half a second. Litchford spins right, goes left, misses. Let's do that the other way. He spun left, went right. Directions are hard. 23-21 Mountain Crest. 5:20 to play in the first half. Mustangs have led by as many as 8. Bear River's largest lead is 2. Bone got another one. Tanner Bone with 11. 3 3-pointers here in the first half. Pushes the lead back out to 5 at 26-21 as we're under 5 minutes. Fonsbeck looks in to Huber. Huber spins baseline, offensive foul going the other way. That's 3 offensive fouls in this quarter on Bear River. And Huber picks up his first foul. That's a 6th-team foul on Bear River. And Kevin Anderson wants a timeout for Mountain Crest. His team leads 26-21 with 4:50 to play here in the first half. Coach Reggie Shaw is speaking to the officials, wondering about a couple of things that are going on. Reggie Shaw in his first year.
Edge Excavation, Firehouse Pizza, and Fox Pest Control. Thank you for your support of Mountain Crest Athletics.
Talked about Bear River a little bit. They won their first 6. They've lost 5 of their last 8. A little bit discombobulated. They played a lot of those games early at home, and they're very good over there in Garland. They lost to Skyview 84-50 last Friday. Lost to Ridgeline 61-59 on Wednesday. That one came right down to the buzzer. And Skyview's been their kryptonite. They lost to Skyview 3 times last year. Twice in region play and also in the 4A title game, 64-59. Huber in that game last year against Mountain Crest. I referenced that earlier. Mountain Crest, the only team other than Skyview to beat Bear River in region play. Cordell Welch went off in that game for 32 points, but Mark Huber had 37 for the Bears in that one. Huber and Fonsbeck and Litchford all played last year. Quite a bit for this team. So they returned some ball players. Zone look now for Bear River. The Mustangs will work it around. Bone's been hot. He stays hot. His 4th triple. 29-21, back out to an 8-point lead for the Mustangs. Fonsbeck to the rim and a miss. He's looking for a foul. He's not going to get it as Andrus brings it across the timeline. Bear River's going to stay in that zone. Long 3, got it! Tanner Bone, 5 3-pointers. It's an 11-point lead for the Mustangs with 4:05 to play in the second quarter. Timeout, Bear River. Tanner Bone averages 5 points per game. He's got 17 here in the first half. 4 3-pointers. He's had open looks. He's only missed 1 that I can remember. He's knocked down his open looks. That last one was from almost NBA range. Sometimes you get hot, and that rim looks like it's 4 feet wide. The Mustangs with 32 points with 4:05 to play in the second quarter. They average 42 per game. Huber's going to handle. Coming up. Let's see if he asserts himself or if they go to him. Try to get him started. Down low, they do try to go to him. Lefevre takes it away. Huber gets it back and a foul on Lefevre. So Huber gets free throws.
Foul on Lefevre. Huber at the line.
Lefevre's first. And Huber 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First one good. Huber Second one crawls over the front of the iron and in. And on the make, here's the pressure. Timeout, Mountain Crest. They were having trouble getting it in. It's a 30-second timeout.
I'd like to thank some more of our silver sponsors. Great Basic Graphics, Hart Flooring, Highmark Construction, JBS Swift, Jet Youngblood.
It's a 10-point ball game, 33-23. Now they gave 32-23. That's what I thought. They gave the wrong point up there to the wrong team. It's a 9-point ball game. 11's been the largest lead for Mountain Crest. 5 3-pointers by Tanner Bone here in the first half. 6 by the Mustangs as a team. Callister came into the ball game off the bench and hit back-to-back threes for Bear River to trim an 8-point deficit down to 2. After the timeout, the Mustangs get it across. Andrus picks up his dribble and gives off to Archibald. Andrus with the left hand all the way to the rim. So Mountain Crest is very aggressive tonight. Giles the other way, 3-point play as Andrus didn't get back. He was late getting back. I didn't see what happened on the other end that may have delayed him. But Andrus with his first foul, and Giles gets the bucket. And he'll go to the free throw line. 12 free throws for Bear River in this first half, none for Mountain Crest. That's what's keeping Bear River in the ball game. Archibald. Boy, that was a good catch by Archibald. He just about lost it. Now he backs it out. Baldwin cut back door. Archibald didn't go for it. Now Bone out front. Archibald thinking about a three. Instead, he's going to drive in, lean in. Offensive foul on Caleb Archibald. And a turnover for the Mustangs. Their 5th of the game. Bear River has 3. 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Mountain Crest with an 8-point lead. Litchford to his right, the little jump hook. You just don't see low post play in basketball that much anymore like that. That's old school what Litchford's doing, and he's got that move down. Nice little soft jump hook from the low block. Where they pushed up on Bone now, they've got Huber shadowing Bone, trying to keep him from getting free. It's a turnover. Yes, it is. That's evidence right there what Coach Anderson was talking about with his team. Sometimes they don't make the easy pass. They'll try to make the hard one. Bone tries to make that little bounce pass into traffic when he had Willie standing at the three-point line all by himself. No bucket as Huber gets that one to go. He wasn't just bumped, he was flat out pushed. And he'll go to the line for 2. Baldwin got beat and he just pushed Huber. So back to the free throw line for Bear River. They're living there here in this first half. Huber's 5 for 5 from the free throw line. That's 12 free throws. Here comes number 13. 6 for 6 in this second quarter for Bear River. 7 for 7 as the Bears are taking care of business from the charity stripe, and they've cut an 11-point lead by Mountain Crest down to 4. Willie, corner 3, won't go. Baldwin keeps it alive, and Andrus comes up with it. Long 3 for Andrus. I don't know that that's the shot you want him taking, and Coach Anderson hollers at him. Says, hey, then puts his hands up like, what are you doing? Under 2 minutes to play now in the half. Bear River trying to come back from an 11-point deficit. Huber working on Andrus. Double bonus if there's a foul. Fonsbeck, and there is a foul. I mean, Bear River's living at the line here in this second quarter. They're taking it to the hoop, and if they're not getting a basket, they're going to the line. Baldwin picked up his second. Fonsbeck with his first trip to the line. Hits it. 8 for 8 from the free throw line now for Bear River in the second quarter. They were 3 of 6 in the first quarter. Fonsbeck hits them both. Fonsbeck with 6. And it's a 2-point ball game. Mountain Crest has gone cold here. And a 9-0 run by Bear River. Corner 3 by Baldwin on the way, rims out. Archibald with the rebound putback. And that's the hustle the Mustangs are going to need. 36-32 with 1 minute to play in this first half. Bear River clawing their way back in. Huber raises, fires and misses, rebounded by Andrus. Andrus ahead of the pack to Willie. Archibald, 3. No good, rebound fought for. Here comes Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck fakes left, goes right. Scoop shot won't go, no foul. Litchford can't get the follow. Rebounded by Archibald with 30 seconds to play in the half. Anderson holds up his pinky finger. Whether that's the play or whether it's one shot. Let's see. Andrus kicks out to Willie, fires the 3, short. Fonsbeck looks at the clock as he rebounds. Huber to the rim, pulling up, scoring it. Plenty of time for the Mustangs to get a shot off. 5 seconds, they need to hurry. Baldwin, 2, 1, he lets fly and misses to the right. 36-34. Mountain Crest takes a 2-point lead into the locker room in Hyrum. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
We are Mountain Star Healthcare.
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 You might know us better as a network of 7 hospitals along the Wasatch Front.
Ogden Regional Medical Center.
St. Mark's Hospital.
Buckham City Community Hospital.
Timpanogos Regional Hospital.
Lakeview Hospital.
Mountain View Hospital.
Lone Peak Hospital.
We also have 36 physician clinics in neighborhoods throughout Utah.
And a growing number of outpatient imaging and surgery centers.
And about 180 employed physicians. Oh yeah, and we work with independent physicians too.
At Mountain Star, we take good care of people.
As if they were family.
Our own family.
My own family.
We are well known for delivering high-quality patient care.
That makes sense because we focus on quality every day.
In fact, Mountain Star was recently recognized as a top healthcare system in Modern Healthcare magazine.
And we are the only hospital network in the state with accredited chest pain centers.
The only one.
That means we have proven expertise in treating heart attacks and chest pain fast.
Some of the most experienced back, hip, and knee specialists perform surgeries in our hospitals.
That should explain why we're ranked as Utah's top orthopedic network 7 years in a row.
We save lives and help nearly 400 patients each day in our emergency rooms.
Our labor and delivery staff support mothers and their unique birth plans.
We deliver nearly 800 newborns a month, helping moms and dads enjoy that special moment.
And we take great care of people 65 years and older too.
At Mountain Star Healthcare, we listen.
And then our medical staff shares treatment options. More important, we partner with our patients to decide the best course of action for each one of them.
Mountain Star Healthcare. Not bigger,
Just better.
Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
At Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, we believe in a very thorough hearing test. Do you hear ringing noises? Does any member of your family have hearing loss? Do you have frequent or severe headaches? Any numbness in your face or fingertips? Do loud sounds hurt your ears? Were you in the military? Have you ever had your hearing tested before?
No, I have not.
Say the word mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
Say the word baseball. Say the word airplane. Say the word cowboy. Say the word shoelace. It also told us if you had a hole there, you were able to make the words more still. Threshold in your ear.
Frequency ranges. What are all the rest of the...
Okay, so
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
Water is always described as being tranquil. Then you dive in and you're just moving through it and you're ripping through it, and it's not tranquil at all. All I want to do in my life is to be a United States Navy fighter pilot. I can just see myself whizzing through the air, fly high and fly fast. That's what I want to do.
She really feels the call to serve our country, and she is going to do it regardless of what that requires of her.
Nothing motivates me more than when someone tells me that I can't do something.
Becoming a fighter pilot is something people might not expect a woman to do, but she does it anyway, and she doesn't care.
I feel like I gotta stick it to him. I gotta prove him wrong.
That really makes her a role model for other girls.
That's another stereotype broken by Wells Johnson.
Wells is the person that has the most grit, the most determination, the one that won't give up, that is very relentless.
It's like Teddy Roosevelt said, nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. Everything that I do with school and with sport, it's all been working towards this one thing. It's how I can use my gifts and talents to serve the world. I know that this is God's path for me. The sky is kind of like water, where it's tranquil and peaceful. And then up in a plane, tearing through the sky. I can just picture myself flying. I can see that so vividly.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital, together we're greater. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years. Back at Mountain Crest, Eric Olson along with you as we get set for the second half. It was a fun first half. Mountain Crest led by as many as 11 points behind 17 from Tanner Bone. He had 5 3-pointers. He led all scorers. Mark Huber had 8 to lead Bear River. Fonsbeck and Callister along with Litchford each with 6. for Bear River as well. Giles, Payne with 3, Toon with 2 off the bench. They go inside to Archibald, and he loses it. Then it's lost right back. And the layup attempt won't go for Mountain Crest. 3 on the way, good. Bear River with their first lead since the first quarter. Now the officials stop play for something thrown out on the floor. As Payne gets the 3 to give the lead to Bear River. Marshall Nethercott sat out most of that second quarter for Mountain Crest. Mark Huber was limited to 8 points, 6 of them from the free throw line. What's all over the floor? They're picking up something that's all over the floor. They've got half of Bear River's team was out there. Not sure what they're seeing.
Take this opportunity to thank some of our gold sponsors: Advanced Integrated Systems, Alpine Orthopedics,
Not sure what they're picking up.
Physical Therapy, Cache Valley Bank.
Oh, okay. I'm being told it was little sequins and stuff from the costumes. We had the little junior cheerleaders out there, and it's either something that may have fallen from there. It looks like I can see one of the officials. It's the little strings from their pom-poms is what it is. I wondered if it was from the costumes of the cheerleaders, but it's from the little pom-poms that they had, these little junior cheerleaders at the half. Now they're giving the floor a quick sweep. Don't want anybody slipping down on one of those. For Mountain Crest in that first half, we talked about Tanner Bone. Connor Willie played and didn't score. Miles Andrus with a bucket. Marshall Nethercott with 1 bucket. Again, he averages close to 15 points a game, and he only had 2 points limited because of foul trouble. Nick Lefevre with 6 points, 3 for Mason Baldwin. Caleb Archibald with 6. Burnside played and did not score. But Bear River finished that second quarter on an 11-2 run. And now they lead it 37-36 after hitting a 3-pointer to start this second half. Mountain Crest was so hot there in that second. And then they just couldn't get a bucket in the second half of that second quarter. This is a Bear River team that's got some experienced players. Lefevre goes inside to Nethercott. Pull-up jumper won't go. Follows, can't get a hold of it, and Fonsbeck kicks it out. Pull-up 3 on the way, and good from Payne. Payne now with back-to-back 3s. There's a 3 the other way. Nope, Nethercott was for 2. Down low they go to Litchford. Litchford with the left hand, can't get it, goes back in and gets the rebound. Boy, Nethercott had his hand on top of the ball. It's going to be a tough call if this goes against him, and it is. That's his 3rd.
Fouls on Marshall Nethercott, Logan Litchford at the line.
And Litchford will go to the line again. Bear River living at the free throw line. And they've been aggressive, taking it to the rack. And so you'd expect to see it. Mountain Crest doing most of their damage from outside. Litchford gets the free throw. He's got 7. Mountain Crest yet to take a free throw here in this ball game. That's the 17th free throw of the game for Bear River. Again, Bear River's taking the ball to the rim. Mountain Crest is shooting a lot of 3s. Here comes another one from Bone. He was hot in the first half and he misses this one. Rebound by Archibald. Turnaround push shot won't go. Rebound Bone put back in. and in. Bone with 19. It's a 1-point Bear River lead. Huber. Outside to Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck. Pull up, fall away, won't go. Rebound, Bone. Quickly to Lefevre. Lefevre out front to Archibald. Andrus, 3-ball. Rims around and out. A lot of contact, ball out of bounds, and it's going to stay here. Lish and Burnside were both fighting for it, and they both fell out of bounds. And the official down low had to look out front. He was behind it, couldn't see, and the official over there in front, right by near the ball, you could see him there, out over there. He did not hesitate on the call. Bone, 3-ball, no good. He's cooled down now, missed his last 2 in a 1-point game. Huber pushes, stop, pop, connect. Huber with 11, timeout Bear River. They lead 44-40 with 5:34 to play in the third. So Bone was hot in that first half. 17 points, 5 3-pointers. He's got 19 now, but he's missed his last 2 3-point attempts. See if the Mustangs can get somebody going again from beyond the arc. As Bear River now heating up. They've hit a couple of threes here in this third period. They've outscored Mountain Crest 8-4. Nethercott back on the bench with a foul. He only played a couple minutes before he picked up his 3rd foul. He had to bring Burnside in for him. No pressure from the Bears now. Token, I guess you should say, as they pick it up about mid-court. Now they try to get him into a little trap. Bone dribbles to the corner. Lucky that he didn't get that one stolen away. Bone, baseline, hands it off to Archibald as he tries to go across the paint to him, and it's knocked out of bounds by Fonsbeck. Andrus on the inbounds play, can't get it to go, and is Huber going to pick up the foul? He's nodding his head, shaking his head like he can't believe it, and it is on Mark Huber. Huber with 11 points. It's not on a shot or anything. It's the first team foul on Bear River. 5:07 to play as Archibald with a twisting shot, can't get it to go. Burnside loses it out of bounds, and it's going to stay here. Bear River's really picked up the intensity. See if Mountain Crest can match. Mountain Crest led most of the first half. Bear River's caught him here in the early going of the third. Now they're in a little trapping defense. Bone, 3 from the corner, won't go, and a push on Lefevre. They're going the other way. That was an easy call. Lefevre had both hands in that Bear River Bears back. And Bear River with a 4-point lead and a chance to up that a little bit with 4:30 to play in the third. Fonsbeck, pull-up jumper, short, rebound, bounces out of the hands of Archibald and right to the Bears. Fonsbeck loses it for a minute, gets it back. Nice move as he goes right. Euro steps back to the middle. A lot of contact, no whistle. Fonsbeck late to get back. Archibald, charge. We've seen a lot of offensive fouls tonight. So if you're a player, you have to keep that in mind. If you're charging hard down the lane, you may need to check yourself. Bear River got called for 3 offensive fouls in the second quarter, and there's one on Archibald. Midway through the third quarter, a 4-point Bear River lead. Down low to Litchford.
Payne, he's been hot. He misses this one. Sneaking in for the rebound, though, is Lish. Fonsbeck, lean in. Won't go. Free throws coming. And Burnside's going to pick up the foul, his third. And Fonsbeck 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Bear River with some good free throw shooting so far in this one. Fonsbeck's 4 for 4 on the night. He pushes it out to a 6-point lead for Bear River, their biggest of the game. Mountain Crest led at the break by a bucket. Willie, 3, won't go. Rebounded by Bone. He's triple teamed in the paint. Nathan Udy in the ball game now for Mountain Crest. Now we're going to get a reach-in foul on Bear River. It's going to be side out. That's on Lish, his second team foul on the Bears. Danger time for the Mustangs. They had an 11-point lead in the second, a 2-point lead at the half. Now they trail by 6. Because they've only scored 4 points here in this third quarter. We got another foul on Lish. That's his third. That's the third team foul. Archibald to Udy. Fires it up and hits. Udy off the bench gets a bucket. And a whistle down low. That's on Andrus.
Fouls on number 23, Miles Andrus.
5th team foul. Lots of whistles in this game. They've called it tight. Here's a walk. No, they're going to call a charge. So Huber put his head down, like literally right into Andrus's chest, and bowled his way in there. He took too many steps, but there was a lot of contact first, and that's what they call. And Huber will go to the line for 2, where he is perfect on the night, 6 for 6. Seven for 7, 8 for 8 for Huber. He's got 13 points now. And it's back out to a 6-point advantage for the Bears as we creep up on that 3-minute mark. Baldwin has to climb the ladder for that pass from Udy. Gets it off to Archibald. Bone tries again. Got it again. Tanner Bone missed his first 2 of the quarter. Now he finds the range. He's got 22. Entry pass to Litchford. Archibald tries to draw the offensive foul, and Litchford just turns to his left and pops it up and in. Archibald's fouled by Fonsbeck. Fonsbeck going for the steal.
Fouls on number 4.
They say he got a piece of his arm. Payne will come back in. Marble's in the ball game for Bear River now. Coach Shaw's used 10 players. The other night he only had 5 players that scored. They're trying to get into that trap. They get into the post and pick it out to Bone. 3 ball. Got it! 7 3-pointers for Bone. And there's a miss on the other end. 25 points for Bone. And it's a 2-point Bear River lead. What a steal. Was that Lish or Payne? That was Payne. Nice steal on the other end and a layup by Marble. Three on the way, won't go by Willie. And Huber coming down the lane, spins to his right, leaves it short, rebounded by Bone. Four-point ball game. Bear River with the lead. Bone has heated up again. Udy has it knocked away by Marble, and they're going to call a foul on Marble.
Fouls on number 14, Marble.
1:20 to play in the third, 52-48. Bear River hanging on to that 4-point lead. Mountain Crest led by 2 at the half. Mustangs have led by as many as 11. Udy, open look for 3, too hard. Rebound tapped out by Archibald. Willie's got it. Long 3 by Bone, way too hard. Baldwin can't take it away from Fonsbeck. Pull up 3 by Huber, won't go, rebounded by Baldwin. Oh, Huber with grand theft right there. Huber to the rim, too hard. Follow, won't go. Huber just got off his steps. I think he expected some contact and he was bracing himself, got off his steps and was a little awkward going up for the layup. He knows it as you look at him. Baldwin, 3, rims around and out. Knocked out of bounds by Fonsbeck as Willie went for the rebound. Fonsbeck knocked it away and out of bounds. 27 seconds. Mountain Crest down by 4. Willie thought about the 3, but just for a minute. This one knocked away and out of bounds. Nope, he said no. Bear River didn't get a hand on it. That's the 10th turnover for Mountain Crest. Callister's going to replace Payne.
Callister in for the Bears.
So Bear River will have a chance to push their lead to 6, maybe even 7 to end the quarter. There's 13 seconds. Fonsbeck in the quarter. Callister's the 3-point shooter. He's got another one as he holds the pose. 6 seconds, 5. Baldwin. Boy, the Mustangs didn't know what time there was on the clock, and they just nonchalantly bring it up the court, and it's a 55-48 Bear River lead as we head to the 4th.
It's time for Wendy's Bacon Fest. That's right. The place that brought you the Baconator and sells more bacon cheeseburgers than anyone is making all your Applewood smoked dreams come true. Like the all-new Bacon Jalapeno Cheeseburger. Or the Bacon Double Stack in the $5 Biggie Bag. If you're this crazy for bacon,
make mine a double.
We got you with the Bacon Jalapeno Cheeseburger or the Bacon Double Stack Biggie Bag. Get yours now at Wendy's Bacon Fest.
My older brother thought he could do a 360. Yeah, he got maybe a 60 before his face plant. We went to the emergency room and Dad told us to behave because we probably would have to wait a long time. But they brought us right back here, and the doctor used x-ray vision to see what the big dummy broke.
ER specialists at every one of our 8-star hospitals are dedicated to seeing you fast. Mountain Star Hospitals. Look for the star.
Gonna post this on Instagram.
Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Dayton's and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
Back at Mountain Crest High School, Eric Wilson along with you as we head for the 4th quarter, and a 7-point lead for Bear River. Mountain Crest led most of the first half by as many as 11 in that second quarter. Bear River trimmed it down to 2 at the half and then took the lead here from the second half early in the third quarter. Marshall Nethercott's been in foul trouble for Mountain Crest and spent most of this game on the bench. He's got 4 points total. And Mountain Crest was outscored in the third, 21-12. Mountain Crest lost their first 5 games, then they beat Century, Idaho at the Preston tournament, and they've lost 6 in a row since. Nethercott's 18th in scoring in 4A. Again, you'll just see little stretches in a game where, and little things that happen where you're just like, hey, what are you doing? Like at the end of that quarter. They just nonchalantly throw the ball in and walk it up. There was 6.5 seconds left. They had plenty of time to get the ball across and get a decent look, but for whatever reason they didn't do it. Fonsbeck kicks it back out to Payne. As the Bears work it around the perimeter. Down they go to Litchford. Litchford double teamed. Huber, back it out, go to the rim, score it. Mark Huber's heated up here in this second half. He's got 15 points, and it's a 9-point lead for Bear River. Andrews, 3 on the way, got it.
3 points, Miles Andrews.
Mountain Crest needs to heat up in this fourth quarter like they did in the second quarter. 57-51, the Mustangs stay within striking distance, but Bear River's got lots of offensive weapons. They turn this one over. For Bear River, only their 6th turnover. No look pass. Willie kicks it back out to Nethercott. Nethercott has it slapped away by Lish, and then he has it taken away by Lefevre, and he's fouled by Fonsbeck. Guys diving all over the place.
Fouls on number 4, Fonsbeck.
My goodness. 16 fouls for each team, so free throws the rest of the night. Cross-court pass to Nethercott. Nethercott leans in and scores. Nethercott with 6, and it's a 4-point Bear River lead. Plenty of time for the Mustangs. Bear River wants to keep some distance between themselves and Mountain Crest. Here's another turnover. The entry pass from Lish was just wide of Litchford. He had good position in his man sealed. He didn't want to give up his spot, and it went wide of him and out of bounds. Bear River with 3 turnovers here early. That's their 8th of the ball game. Bone back in the game. Lefevre, offensive foul. He just headed for the paint, didn't know what he was going to do with it, ran over somebody. He's rung up. 12th turnover for Mountain Crest. 7 3-pointers for Tanner Bone. He's got 25 points. 57-53 Bear River. 5:45 to play in the ball game. Fonsbeck fires the long 3. Won't go, and it's rebounded by Lefevre as he tracks it down in the corner. Give it off to Andrus, and the Mustangs will try to dig into that lead a little bit. Lefevre thinks about the 3. Instead, he goes to the rim. Double clutch layup is good. Lefevre with 8. It's a 2-point game. 57-55 Bear River. Huber's open. Fire the 3. Looks good. Is good. 18 for Huber. Cross-court pass dangerous to Nethercott. He knocks it out of bounds, and they're going to say Bear River touched it last. Yeah, that's a tough pass. Along the baseline all the way across court. Nethercott fouled, and he'll go to the line. Coach Kevin Anderson turns around and claps his hands together like, ah, because the basket didn't go. So Nethercott 2 free throws. This is the first trip to the free throw line tonight for Mountain Crest. It comes with 4:54 to play in the basketball game, and it's the first free throw for the Mustangs. 21 free throws for Bear River. But that's just the way this game's been played. Bear River's been attacking the rim. 60-57. Bear River, down low they go to Litchford. Kicks it back to Lish, leans in, won't go. Litchford with the rebound. Lish again, now Litchford. Spins left, shot good. 12 for Litchford. Right on his average. Andrus, 3, short. Rebound way out front to Payne. Fonsbeck, nice move, gets inside, misses, and the tap in by Huber. Huber with 7 here in the fourth. Bone, 3 ball, too hard. Rebound fought for by Nethercott, and he comes up with it. Down low, Bone leans in against Fonsbeck, won't go. Misses on the rebound, put back try. Lefevre misses, he'll go to the line. Is that on Litchford? His second. If it is, it is.
Nick at the line shooting 2.
Lefevre misses the first. Marble will replace Payne. Payne has 6 points as he heads to the bench. Lefevre's second, uses every inch of the rim before it finally falls. 9 for Lefevre. It's a 6-point ball game. Bear River with the advantage. Lish looking for cutters. Now Litchford a long way from the basket. He cuts through. And Huber with it. Lefevre will check him. Marble playing with that wrap on his hand, on his right hand. Cutting through is Fonsbeck, and Bear River burning some time as we approach 3 minutes to play. Bear River with a 6-point lead, 64-58, a foul out front. Archibald with the hand check. For Archibald, that's his third. 1-1 for Fonsbeck, who's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Fonsbeck hits them both. Bear River hasn't missed a free throw in the second, third, and fourth quarters as Nethercott against 3 defenders comes up short. And they've shot a lot of free throws from the second quarter on, and they haven't missed one. And that's why you shoot them in practice. It's an 8-point ball game. Mountain Crest had it down to 2. And it's a 6-0 run, and here's Nethercott with the reach in against Litchford, and for Nethercott, that's his 4th.
Fouls on number 40, Marshall Nethercott.
Payne comes in, and Marble will sit. Litchford in the 1-1. He misses. First miss in 3 quarters from the line for Bear River. Nethercott, his 3 is no good. Rims around and out. It looked like it was going to be off to the right. Coach Anderson I don't think he'd necessarily like that shot. Huber to the rim. .22 now for Huber. He's got 9 in the fourth quarter. Nethercott's free underneath. Lay it up and in. Timeout, Mountain Crest. Nethercott with 6 here in this fourth quarter. He's got 10 for the game. 68-60 Bear River with 1:48 to play in the ball game. Mountain Crest has hung in there. They led most of the first half. They took a lead right around 10-8. Not the time, but the score. And then they held that lead till the third quarter. Built it up by as many as 11 if you're just joining us, did Mountain Crest. Bear River just started chipping away at that 11-point lead, had it down to 2 at the half, and then took the lead on a 3-pointer early in the third. Haven't looked back since. Mountain Crest has cut that lead down to a bucket on a couple of occasions here in this second half. And it's 8 right now. .68-60. Coming up next for the Valley Channel Game of the Week. Yeah, we're Mountain Crest again next week as Skyview, the Bobcats, come in here. Our first look at the Bobcats. We've got Skyview 3 out of the last 4 weeks of the season, and they are by far, I think, the cream of the crop of Region 11. They were beating Ridgeline tonight at the half, 46-28. Bear River against a press looking to get it in. And Mountain Crest is going to have to start fouling. After Skyview Mountain Crest, we see Ridgeline and Green Canyon to close out January. And Skyview Ridgeline, and then the last game of the season, Green Canyon at Skyview. The first round of playoffs are on the 21st. The next round will probably have a home team as well, so they have 2 playoff games for you here on the Valley Channel. As Fonsbeck misses the first, that's a rarity. It's his first miss. He was 6 for 6 before that. We'll have a chance to look at RPI here if we have a bunch of free throws down the stretch. Fonsbeck misses them both. So 3 misses in a row for Bear River after they hadn't missed for 2.5 quarters. Bone 3, too hard. Rebound Lefevre. Lefevre's fouled. And Lefevre's a scrapper. You watch him, and I mean this with all due respect, he's not one of these gliding, silky, smooth basketball players. He's a scrapper. He'll stick his nose in there, and he just seems to always be around the ball as Payne comes out. Giles back in. Giles, a 5'8 junior. Jarrett Giles. He's got 3 points in this game, and Lefevre to the line. Makes the first. Lefevre's got 10 points. Looking for another one to make it a 6-point ball game. With 1:33 to play in the game. Lefevre hits them both. He's got 11, and that's a 6-point game. See if Mountain Crest goes aggressively for a steal, and if they foul, it's okay. Nethercott, you don't want him fouling. He's got 4. Bear River gets it across the timeline, and it goes out of bounds. Mountain Crest basketball. Huber lost control of it. He just let it go because he saw his teammate down there along the baseline, but his teammate couldn't get to it, and it goes out of bounds. 9 turnovers for Bear River. Well, Mountain Crest is still breathing, down by 6 with 1:25 to play. And Tanner Bone has been a 3-point machine tonight. He's got 7 of them. You can bet Bear River's going to know where 13 is. Oh, Andrus loses control of it, and it goes out of bounds off of a Bear River defender's foot. They're going to put Lish right in Tanner Bone's jersey with him. Archibald to the rim. Archibald with the bucket. Archibald with his first bucket of the second half. It's an 8-point game. Timeout, Mountain Crest. Or he has an 8-point game. It's a 4-point game here. The Mustangs take a timeout. So with the RPI, as we've done it this year, in high school football, basketball, baseball, a lot of the sports, everybody makes the playoffs now, and you're seeded based on a score that's calculated according to your wins and losses, your opponent's wins and losses, your opponent's wins and losses. The top 11 teams have a first-round bye in 4A. And in the top 5, you've got Skyview at number 1, Dixie, Hurricane, Ridgeline, and Cedar in your top 5. Other teams in Regional 11 that are in the mix, of course, it's all of them, but Bear River's number 8, and Green Canyon's number 11. So 4 teams would have a first-round bye if they all ended today. Logan is 15th, Mountain Crest is 21. So Logan would play at home in the first round. Mountain Crest would play on the road, and in the second round, the highest seeds have home games. So in that second round, if it stayed like this, Skyview and Ridgeline would probably have a home game for sure in that second round. And probably Bear River and likely Green Canyon. Here's some pressure in a 4-point game. Fonsbeck throws it in, and Litchford is fouled by Baldwin. Fouled hard by Baldwin. Litchford will go to the line for 2. Baldwin was going for the ball. I don't think he meant to whack him as hard as he did. Kind of swiping for the ball and ended up going around Litchford's neck. He's trying to just play through him. And Litchford will go to the line. He's missed his only free throw attempt. Actually, he's 1 for 3. Missed his only free throw attempt here in the 4th. Big one's coming. He misses. So Bear River's lived at the free throw line tonight. And until the second half of the 4th quarter, they couldn't miss. Now they've missed 4 in a row. Litchford makes the second calmly. 13 for Litchford. A 5-point game under a minute to play. Lefevre against Huber. Corner to Bone. Fires up a 3. Got it! It's a 2-point ball game. Tanner Bone with 28. 8 3-pointers. And they're chanting Tanner Bone here at Mountain Crest. The junior averages 5 points a game. He's got 28. He had 5 3-pointers and 17 points in the first half. He hasn't been quite as effective from the outside here in the second. That's his 3rd 3-pointer. He's missed a bunch, but he keeps on firing. He's got the green light. It's a 2-point ball game. That may change how Mountain Crest defends. They were trying to foul fairly early in the possession before. Let's see what they do now. Huber's got it, gives it back to Fonsbeck. Huber gets it across. He's got a lane, and he doesn't take it. Bear River doesn't have to shoot. And Willie fouls Fonsbeck, who's going to go to the line with 10 points. He's 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He missed his last 2. He's missed 3 in a row. This is crazy. Just crazy. On paper, this should be a runaway for Bear River, but the Mustangs, the 3 ball is a great equalizer. Fonsbeck makes it a 3-point ball game. Lefevre across the timeline into the rim and lay it up and in. 1-point game. Lefevre with 13. And a quick foul on Bone. 70-69. Bear River. Fonsbeck will go to the free throw line. He's made 1 of his last 4, and you wonder if he really wanted the foul there. In a 1-point game, you could play aggressive, try for a steal, but they fouled quickly. And Fonsbeck now has found the range from the line. He's got 12 points, averages 15 a game. He's 13th in 4A in scoring. Hit them both. Big free throws for Ren Fonsbeck. 3-point ball game. Mustangs trail with 20 seconds to play. Lefevre kicks it out to Andrus for the tie. Too hard, rebounded by Lefevre. Archibald can't get it to go. Lefevre another board. Bone, got it! We're tied! They're going nuts in Hyrum. Tanner Bone just hit his 9th 3-pointer of the night. He's got 31 points and ties it at 72 with 5.2 seconds left. Enough time for Bear River to get a decent shot. And if I'm the Bears, I put the ball in Huber's hands and say, go to work, big cat. I'm sure Mountain Crest will have something to say about that, and they'll try to keep the ball out of his hands. My goodness. .31 for Tanner Bone. Averages 5 points a game. Before this game, I was talking to Kevin Anderson about last year's win over Bear River, and he said Cordell Welch went off for 32 points. And that really helped us win. I'm not sure if I have somebody that can go for 31 this year. Well, he does. Tanner Bone's gone for 31. Mount Crest had 3 shots at that. Lefevre keeping it alive on the offensive boards. Fonsbeck brings it across. Fonsbeck loses it. Overtime. Fonsbeck brought it all the way down, was heading right down the middle of the lane, and just as he got inside the free throw line, he looked like he was going to have a nice little pull-up jumper, and I don't know if somebody stuck their hand in there and knocked it away or if he just lost control and he was never able to get the ball up to raise up. He would have had a great look. And we go to overtime in Hyrum, a 4-minute overtime period, as the Mustangs fight back and erase an 8-point deficit in the last couple of minutes. 3 3-pointers for the Mustangs there in the third quarter. The 3-ball has been kind to them. Only 3 3-pointers. Well, let's check that. There's a couple more. 5 3-pointers for the entire game for Bear River. They've been attacking the basket, and they've been rewarded with a pile of free throws, which you'd expect. You'd expect it to work that way. .22 for Huber, 31 for Tanner Bone. as they duel it out here in Hyrum. 4 more minutes as Fonsbeck tips it back to Huber. Fonsbeck fires a 3, rims around and out. Litchford's there. Fonsbeck on the attack. Shut off baseline, they'll go to Litchford as he spins in. No basket. They're going to say on the floor, but Nethercott's done. Boy, every one of his fouls tonight has been him putting a hand on somebody as they've spun and made a move. It's hard when you're playing the post and you get called for hand checks all night. But they've called it the same way all night. Archibald's got to stay in there. It's Nethercott that's got 5 fouls that has to come sit down. So Nethercott fouls out. 8 points for Nethercott. Actually 10 as he sits down. Missed free throw by Litchford. Litchford hits 1 of 2. Bear River missed 5 free throws in that 4th quarter. They didn't miss in the 2nd and the 3rd and the first part of the 4th, and then they missed 5 late. Bone, 10? No. Rebound fought for, and it's Huber that has it. That would have been 10 3-pointers by Tanner Bone. 1 point Bear River lead with 3:15 to play. In overtime, Huber, down he goes. Willie stepped in to try to draw the charge, but he stepped in too late. Connor Willie with his 2nd. And Huber to the line for 2. .23 for Huber. Right on his average. Makes it a 2-point lead for Bear River. Now trying to push it out to 3. Huber makes them both. 3 minutes to play in overtime. 75-72. Bear River. Andrus kicks it out to Willie. Andrus drives from the corner. Left hand layup good. Right hand layup from the left side. Andrus with 7. As the Mustangs keep scrapping. Bear River trying to put them away. Mountain Crest won't go away. Huber to the rim. Short. Litchford with the board. Turn around. Short. Huber put back. And Huber's happy about it. He's got 26. 77-74. 2:25 to play in overtime. Bear River leads Mountain Crest. Great ball game here in Hyrum. It's been back and forth all the way. Nine 3-pointers from Tanner Bone for Mountain Crest and 31 points. Huber with 26 of his own to lead Bear River. I don't know, in almost 30 years of doing this, I don't know that I've ever seen a player hit 9 3-pointers in a game. I'm positive I've never seen a player hit 10. I've done a lot of games in 30 years. And Tanner Bone has a chance to go double-digit 3-pointers. He and Huber kind of chatting to each other as they walk to the far corner. Lefevre just about loses it as Fonsbeck stuck his mitts in there. No hurry, plenty of time as Archibald picks up his dribble. Out to Willie, 2 minutes to play in overtime. 3-point lead for Bear River. Lefevre gets up inside, fouled, and it won't go. A chance at a 3-point play as there's Lefevre again, pressing the issue.
Foul's on number 5, Lish.
13 for Lefevre. For Lish, his 4th. And Lefevre with a couple of big free throws. We're just under 2 minutes to play in overtime. Lefevre makes the first. Payne takes a seat. And Giles comes back in. 14 for Lefevre. Misses the second. Rebound fought for, and Lish comes up with it. We're stuck on the score that was the final last time these two teams played here in Hyrum, 77-75, except for that time it was Mountain Crest that had 77 points. Bear River hangs on to the ball with a 2-point lead. And Archibald says, me? Wasn't even trying to foul that time, and that's his 4th. And Litchford goes to the line. He's 2 of 5 in the 4th quarter and overtime from the free throw line. And he calmly sinks that one. He's got 15. Missed it short. 15 for Litchford, still a 3-point lead for Bear River. Mountain Crest still breathing as we're under a minute and a half to play in overtime. They've got Huber shadowing Bone wherever he goes. They run him off a couple of picks. Lefevre to the rim, won't go, rebound Huber. And now Bear River going to try to slam the door on the Mustangs for good. Foul on Andrus with 1:01 on the clock. Fonsbeck will go to the line. He's hit 3 straight free throws.
Fouls on number 23, Miles Andrus.
He's 9 of 12 from the free throw line. He hits the first. 8 free throws here in this overtime period for Bear River as Mountain Crest has had to foul. Four-point game. Archibald in the corner, rims around and out. Archibald hit the deck looking for a foul call. I think he fell down on his own, and the officials have the same opinion as Andrus is fouled out. Udy will come in for him. With 49 seconds to play in overtime, Bear River's up by 4. And as the great Hot Rod Hunley said, looking to close the old refrigerator door on the Mustangs. How tough is that? Giles, I don't think he's put up a shot since the second quarter. He had a free throw and a bucket in the second quarter. He stands up there in overtime and hits the first free throw and hits the second. 81-75. Bear River, 6-point lead. Udy, 3 from the corner, too hard. Rebounded by Giles. Huber's got it. And a foul on Archibald, and Archibald's not happy. Udy kind of fell down, and Archibald thought it should be a travel. And Archibald fouls out, so the third Mustang to foul out. That is 5, 10, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 fouls called on Mountain Crest tonight. 14 on Bear River. As Huber misses. That's rare. In fact, that's his first miss from the line tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 free throws without a miss for Huber. But Bear River's been attacking. Mountain Crest has had to foul because they've been behind. And that's really why you've got such a wide disparity in free throws and fouls. And there's a little bump out front. Lefevre will go to the line for 2. This will be free throws number 9 and 10. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 and 8 for Lefevre. He's 4 of 6. He misses this one with his team down by 7 with 26 seconds to play in overtime. It's been a good ball game. Mountain Crest is scrapped. They forced it into overtime. Tanner Bone has 9 3-pointers as this one's still free. Tanner Bone has 9 3-pointers. But Bear River has successfully kept the ball out of his hands in this fourth quarter. He hasn't gotten the ball thrown to him, let alone having a look at a shot, as Huber has just crawled in his jersey with him. On the jump ball, Mountain Crest retains possession. Inbounds they go to Lefevre. 3 on the way, rims around and out. 7-point lead with 10 seconds to go for Bear River, and they're going to survive in overtime as Litchford gets the bucket. So Bear River is going to escape from Mountain Crest with an 84-75 win. The Mustangs put up a good fight. 9 3-pointers and 31 points for Tanner Bone. But Mark Huber doing it with 30 points of his own for Bear River. We hope you enjoyed the game of the week. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital, together we're greater. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Four Seasons Apartments and Townhomes is your home. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.